I can't help it, I just like walking in the shop. Hello and welcome back to Harold Road. It's December 2023. How are you doing out there? It's cold. It's freezing up here, and I think before too long, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to put the covers on my layout, and I won't be able to be up here for much because it is cold. It's very cold up here. I normally put the layout into what we call mothball during the course of winter because it is cold up here. I can actually just about see my breath. So there won't be that many updates unless the temperature stays around 8 or 9. I can normally get the room temperature up to room temperature about 10 or 11, and that way I can work. Can't do airbrush work and if it's too cold. So with Christmas coming and the cold snap upon us, I don't know how long it's going to be before I can't do any more work. What we're going to do today, part 2 of the Lima conversion. I didn't film it while I was doing it, soz. But I'll go through with you in a moment what I did to it. We're going to take a look at the stock on Harold Road. So if you're feeling really bored and you want to go to sleep, Will not, my biggest fan, I'm going to be doing a really boring bit in a moment where we go through every single piece of rolling stock I've got on Harold Road. Because I get asked, right, they say, John, how many models have you got? And to be fair, I don't know. The thing is, Harold Road was built via a legacy that was given to my mother, and then my mother passed away and the legacy was passed to me and my brother. So we got half each, and me being me, I built the ultimate train room in the loft. Well, I didn't build it, Andy King did, my mate, and he did it for a really good price. He built the entire room and he built the entire baseboards. So big up Andy King. So yeah, so when the money was left to me being me, I just blew it. You know, I just bought lots and lots of models. In a moment, in sort of part 2, towards the end of the video, we're going to go over to the corner, and in the corner there is boxes of models, and there is a safe full of models, and lots of these haven't been touched. So we're going to go through what's on the layout, and then we're going to go through what's in the boxes that haven't even been opened yet. So if you want to count how many models I've got while we go through it, I'd love it if someone can tell me, because I won't be able to keep count. So anyway, what we're going to do first, we're going to go through the Lima conversion, what I did to that, and then we'll go through a quick layout tour again for those of you who've never seen Harold Road before. I keep getting messages from you, how big is the layout, can I see the entire layout? So I'm going to do a quick round, right round, and we'll have a look in the, I haven't finished the fiddle yard yet, but I'll show you where the fiddle yard's going to be. So without further ado, I'm going to get up, switch this bit off, and then we'll have a look at the old Lima Class 60. So welcome to Harold Road, December 23 update. Right, so here it is, it's completed. We've got 32 minutes of filming time, so hopefully I can get all this in, do a layout tour and go through all these boxes and go through what's on the layout and what isn't. So here we have, I'm going to do a quick wrap up on this. You're all looking at this going, oh mate, look at that. Yes, it is a Lima Class 60. I can assure you it is not a Hornby Class 60 that's been renumbered. It is a Lima, I wish I had the box, but I threw it away. No, I have got the box somewhere, but I can't be bothered to find it because we've only got 32 minutes here on time. So here we have it. Right, it's finished. So what did I do last time? I think we got as far as fitting cab steps. Where's my pointy stick? I need a pointy stick. That's one hell of a pointy stick. Look at that booty. Right, so we've... I don't even know what this... Oh, it's a little hammer. It's a little hammer. Right, okay. I wonder what it was. Just picked it up. So we fitted... Right, these are Hatton's Class 66 buffers, okay? But you can get buffers like this from Rusty Rails, okay? He does do them, all right? So if you want some oval buffers that go on a Class 60, Rusty Rails do them. My mate Birch at Rusty Rails. A Class 60 buffer, snowplow thing. Snowplow thing. God, that's you're really showing your technical knowledge of a Class 60 there, JB. So yeah, a Hornby Class 60 snowplows on both ends. We fitted the Rusty Rails, do a Class 60 kit, which includes your horns, I think I've gone through this before. Pencil models do some etched wiper blades, and then what I did is weather it. So how did I weather it? You're thinking to yourselves. Okay, using an airbrush. All right, using an airbrush. Okay, I'm sorry if you don't use airbrushes. You know you can do this with your, if you don't. To be fair with you, just before we move on, this is maintenance day. You can probably hear all this noise going on in the background. My Bachmann 57305 is making a horrendous noise, so I've stripped it all down and found the issue, and that's just having a run in. Next to that is a Hatton's Class 66743. That's having some mods done. There's a what do you call it? A Dapol Class 59, and my new acquisition from Gowerton Parkway, Marcus Lambert, that is 66033, which is just, although he weathered it, I just added my little bit to it and just gave it a panel wash. Anyway, we're back to the Class 60. So how did I weather it? So basically what I did is kind of airbrushed along the top of the cant rail and then dragged it down. Alright, dragged it down, drag with a lint-free cloth. So that's your first layer. And then I went along the bottom here, near the underframe, about what, 1 mil up. Let that dry a little bit, and again dragged it down. You can see how the dragging effect causes to look like the mud is going down. I also covered up the nameplates, masked those off, got some grey paint and the depot plaque as well, and then just painted them over. This actually happened, I put primer onto the compressor. That's just some white powder on there, and I've also fitted the large logo 3 Beastie decals from Railtech Transfer, so thanks to Steve from Railtech for those. You might notice this metal sheen going on here. That is simply gunmetal. Where is it? Let's find it for you. No, that's not the one. Why is it when you want to find stuff and you can't find it? Oh man, mate. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Weathermaster. This has done me many years. You can see. Look at the state of it. Just a bit of gunmetal palette. Basically, add it to a paintbrush. Bosh, 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 all the way along the roof, but it makes the roof look very metal. Look at that. Look at that sheen on that. That's cool, isn't it? And I've also fitted a driver in there from Model U. My friends at Model U supplied me some figures. I will be doing some more model figures for Model U soon. I've got this big free box they gave me. So that's basically how I weathered it. And then on the underframe again, literally just some track dirt. That's matte black, matte leather. Mix those together. Simple as that. So basically what we're looking for is a drag effect. Not the kind of drag you're thinking of, but the drag effect. It could be a program, the drag effect, but that's something else. So dragging it down. Also, before I did all this, again, you can do your panel line washes into recessed panel lines. You can do the same with the roof. You can do do the panel line washes, then go over it with your track dirt. So there you have it. That's the Lima Class 60 conversion. It caused me a lot of headaches. I wanted to throw it against the wall a few times. It has got working lights. It does run. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Someone suggested I should sell it and give the proceeds to charity. That seems like a good idea. I might do that. But we'll see in the future what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I think I have mentioned it before in a previous video that I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll certainly do something. I fitted some lamp irons as well on there. Oh, and I fitted some fine wire handrails as well, made of very thin wire, because the Lima ones are moulded. So yeah, handrails, bits and pieces. So you can do, if you want to convert your Lima, you can do a mechanical upgrade. I've seen people do that, and they've said to me, why didn't I do it? To be fair with you, it was just a super detailing and weathering job for me. I don't want to mess around with the motors. That's not really my kind of thing. So, we're going to move on from that. Anyway, as I've only got 32 minutes left and we've got so much to do, let's bang on with what's on the layout and then go through all these boxes and find some gems. So here we are up at Harold Road Station. For those of you who've never seen Harold Road Station, there it is. 2 platforms. Very busy station for what it is. So we're in the station area at the moment. That needs weathering. That's for 57309. That's on the short set. I've got 2 Bachmann. I've got a TSO and a BSO on order, and another one at Great Eastern to pick up. So I'm going to be upgrading these coaches soon. These are Hornby ones, and I don't really like them. They fall apart on the couplings, to be fair with you. On the other end of that, it's 57302, so that's 2 locomotives. We've got an old favourite here, an old Helgen, 47714, that's 3. 66607, that's 4. I'm going to count as I go. Well, I will lose count, honestly. We went on the back when 418. Next to that is another Gowerton Parkway from Marcus Lambert. He's given me 2 now. 66502, and behind that is a very grubby 66510. So are you keeping count? How many locals can you see in the shot? I'm being really childish now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then on King's Freightliner. Sorry, I just lost. I'm not had a drink. Honestly, I'm not had a drink. 66209. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, are you keeping count? So we'll move away from the station area now. For those who've never seen it before, the layout goes up there and then round the corner. All right, and then it goes past Junction Road Stable and Sidings. So let's go up that corner, shall we? So we're up the corner now. The station's down there. Freightliner Sidings are just down there. We just moved out. We have my son's 67001 in the side, and he wanted me to put that in there for you to see. That's actually his. He's bought it off me at a very, very cheap rate. Dad's rates. Anyway, so the track goes round. This is a quick tour again for those who never say, oh yeah, that's new. My little war memorial there. That's cool, isn't it? That's the Memorial Park, that is. Been named at that anyway. So we're coming around the corner. This is Junction Road, Stable and Sidings. So on the depot at the moment, it is a Hornby 50049. We've got 66200. Someone actually said to me the other day, does 66200 ever move off your depot? I'm sorry about that. I'm going to have to change the stock at some point. 153379 Network Rail track recording unit. There's Rule 1. Doesn't actually exist, but I did it because I want to keep the model. We have a Bachmann 37419. We also have a 57307. And 67006, and hiding right at the back there, I can't remember the number on it, but it's a Freightliner 08. Okay, so we'll move on. So we're now moving, so professional this, isn't it? We're moving into the Stable and Sidings themselves. So I hope you're all keeping count, because as I said, I've lost it now. We've got 31452. We've got, oh, this is the Acura scale area now, so we've got 37608, 609, sorry, I can't my glasses, 608 and 609, 606 and 609, oh mate, I really need to put my glasses on. 37409, 37419, one of my personal favourites, and then 08417, then 37099, which brings up the Network Rail train. So there's your view of Junction Road Stable and Sidings coming around the corner, and then it comes around to the end here. We've got the Ballast Sidings, and then Beeston Junction, and then it goes off towards the Fiddle Yard. So let's take a look in the Fiddle Yard, because there's a few locomotives in the Fiddle Yard, which is just to my right. So we're kind of now in the Fiddle Yard. The Fiddle Yard is starting right, it's going to start right here. In the Fiddle Yard at the moment, just poking out the Fiddle Yard, is 156410. That's a real trains model. And then we've got a Bachmann Class 58. I can't remember the number on that now. 158862. Next to that, an EMR 153374. And then 60065. We've got our manky old Class 56, which is graffitied. And then we've got, there is a lot of these on, about. This one's 68008, and then my heavily weathered Courageous 68029. Hang on, this pop back. So that's kind of the Fiddle Yard. That's going to be the Fiddle Yard. That's the end of the fence there. You can see where that's going to be. I haven't finished it yet. That's literally in prototypical kind of area at the moment, where I seem to be dumping lots of bottles of PVA for some reason. So that's your scenic section starting there, then it goes around Goes around, around, around. Junction Road is there, and then it comes round and goes to the station and King's Freightliner sidings. So that's your layout tour. Let's go and have some fun and see what's in the boxes. Right, so we're venturing into the unknown. Basically, as I said in the intro, I bought a lot of models when I was given this legacy. I'm not loaded. I'm not made of money. You know, I work full time, but you know, some of these models aren't all from Uncle Harold. Some of these I've actually bought or swapped with people, but I've totally forgotten, right, what I've got here, because I literally went mad with this money, because I just wanted the ultimate train room. This is a great video, by the way, isn't it? So if you want to go to sleep right now, I'm going to go through everything which is underneath the baseboard. So we're going to start with row 3. Now these two I really want to get on. So this one is the 31602, and that's driver Dave Green. Sorry again, and this one has come from Rails of Sheffield. I don't just use Rails of Sheffield. I use Great Eastern models. I use whoever I can get my hands on to get a bargain. So that's brand new in its box. Now this is the next one. Now this is going to be my next project. I know there's some locomotives on the on the bench there, but I really, when I get the chance, I want to get my grubby mitts on this one, and that's a rarity now to try and find this one. This is 31233 in Network Rail, and I really love this. I did have it before on Junction Road TMD, my last layout, and to find this one I did have to pay quite a lot for it. Right, this is a swap model. I swapped this with a gentleman called Jack Hart. This is 37884 Euro Phoenix. Hence why the box is a bit like, you know, I'm not saying he's damaged it. It's probably me throwing it around, probably. That's minty fresh. Well, the box isn't. So this is its brother. This one was bought from... I can't remember now. A lot of these purchases I probably did when I was drunk. 37800 Cassiopeia. I don't know if I've done it right, but you know, Cassiopeia. Someone can put me right. That's minty fresh in its box as well. I do like these Rog locomotives, but I've obviously got the Accurascale one up there at the moment. So these two, I don't know when I'll get onto them. This one is oh. So this is a purchase I can't remember. And I didn't even know I had it. This is a split box. This is a 37025 Inverness TMD. When did I get that? Never mind. Well, I'm blown away by that. I didn't know I had that. Alright, okay, this is what's going to be happening. Because this is over 2 years ago I bought all these, and literally they've just been put under there and under the baseboards. Colas, nice. 60021. Kind of remember. Oh, this is the Colas pile. Yeah, I went through a phase of Colas. 37421, new in box. And this will be 521, and that'll be new in its box as well. Yeah, 521. So lots of minty fresh. I'm not going to call them trains. They're not trains unless they're pulling something. Oh, okay. Exclusive to Rails of Sheffield. Rails of Sheffield get another mention. 66614 Poppy. That's I think I swapped that with someone. I did some weathering work for them. Yes, I did. I did some weathering work for a gentleman. He got me 2 exclusives, and I don't know where the other exclusive is, but I'm sure we'll come across that soon. We've got some DRS models coming up right now. 37688 Kingmore TMD. Look at that, minty fresh. I'm not going to keep saying minty fresh because you're going to get bored of it unless you're asleep already, because this is such a... Oh, great. So we've got 37402, exclusive for Livia trains. So this one was bought in Australia, and this is what I mean. I've got to sort that out as well, because that's upside down, isn't it? So that's some work I've got to do. Yeah, that's the Australian version, obviously. Right, two models that you have seen if you are a fan on the Facebook page. So these are not minty fresh in their boxes. That's 66783, the Flying Dustman, and I think it's compadre. Yeah, oh, just dropped it, isn't it? 66 789 in a lovely large logo. So those two, we can't say are minty fresh. You know, all this what we're looking at here, these are all new here. Oh, this one, I have no idea, right, why I bought this. I've got no need for it. It's a bit like the Dapol Class 59 I got. It's it was offered to me for like under £100, and at the time I was going through a Class 57 fetish, 67 fetish, and I bought it. I'm not actually taking it out of the box yet. I've not test run it. If all the others I've test run, obviously, but this one, look at the dust on the box. That just shows how long it's been sat there for. And at the bottom of the pile on row 2, we've got the Arriva Wales 57314, minty fresh in its box. So we go on to row 3. This is a lovely little 20. I've done a couple of 20s here because I want to do like an RHTT train at some point. I renumbered this one to 2309, but originally it was a 2312, and this one is obviously 312. So I'll make sure that is 312. Yeah, that is 312. Oh, we're going back in time now. Look at this. Oh, 66532 Pianoy Ned Lloyd. Now these came out what, early 2000s. You can still pick these up, but you'll have to pay about what, 80-90 quid for them. That's although the box is a little bit tired, that's minty fresh in its box. And there we have 66552 Freightliner multi-raid. I know I spent ages trying to find this. I've got a thing about old collieries and stuff, and this one is obviously named after Multi Colliery, which is no longer with us. And I just really wanted this model, and I did pay a lot of money, quite a lot of money for this old model. I'm not going to say how much I paid for it. I'm not saying I was desperate for it, but you know, that came up, and yeah, that's minty fresh. And last but not least, we've got a Vitrains. Oh yes, a Vitrains. I don't normally buy Vitrains, and if you do like Vitrains, then fair enough. I've had loads of Vitrains Class 37s. They were very reliable, but this one came up quite cheap from a mate. 47853 Rail Express Direct. Yeah, that's a nice model. That one, I like that one. That runs really well. So I'm going to put these all back, and then we'll have a look in the what's Davy Jones's locker. Basically, we're going to be looking inside the safe, because I do not know what's in there. Right, so they're all back. So I kind of know what those are because I'm staring at them when I'm on my workbench. I kind of know, apart from 37025. So that was a bit of a shock because I didn't even know I had it. Okay, so this safe, right, or the safe drawers, this hasn't been opened in 2 years. This is when I went mad and just bought loads of trains. And I know what you're thinking. You're going, oh, he's just showing off all these trains. He's got loads of money. No, I haven't. I just bought lots of trains with this legacy. I'm not showing off. I'm just showing you because people ask me, what have I got? And I just don't know. So I spent a lot of money. So, oh, okay. I don't know why that's in there for me. So we'll start with 66522 Freightliner Shank. I know about that one. That's the two-toner that I had to sort out because someone put the wrong chassis on it. Yeah, they did honestly. This is the Stobart one. This is getting rare now. There's 66411 in its Stobart livery. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but look it up. 66411. Just Google it. It's a superb livery, and I just had to have this one. And then we've got 66540 Ruby. That's the anniversary edition. I think that might have been an exclusive. Yeah, Backman Collectors Club. I know about that one. 66701, that's GBRF. Know that one because I fitted the modern GBRF. What do you call them? The modern decals to it, because it hasn't been. This, believe it or not, 66701 hasn't been repainted from its original paint job way back in the early 2000s. What we got here? We've got 66952. That's another one I've forgotten all about. Didn't know I had that. All these I'm pulling out, although the boxes are tired, they're all fresh and minty in there. They're not been touched, unlike some people. Evening Star. That's not a shock to me. I know. This is when I bought all the celebrities. Evening Star. Then you got Sorrento. That's a gorgeous train. I bought Evening Star, Sorrento, the Flying Dustman, and the BR1 all at the same time because they were kind of celebrities. So that's not a shock. This is the West Coast Rail pile, 47245, and then we got 37706. That's an exclusive to Bachmann Collectors Club. I do like to get things that are collectors clubs. Do you know what I mean? They're like, it's like when you have all these Airfix kits and people stash them up and they never make them. You know, I don't even know if I'll ever get around to doing all these locomotives. I'll probably be dead by the time I get around to all this. That's a bit morbid, isn't it? That one's 37669. I went all morbid there. Oh, here's another surprise. I have no idea where this has come from. I've got to think about this one. I don't even... hang on, it's coming back to me now, as Celine Dion said. Yes, it was a trade in... yes. I sold a lot of my weathered stuff to Anne at Great Eastern Models of Norwich. And I think I picked this up as part of the deal, along with my Bachmann Class 158. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, but then I remembered it. What's this one? Oh, crumbs. Right, this is another one I didn't know I had. This is a limited edition again, 66618. What I did, because I was doing King's Freightliner sidings, I was trying to get hold of every single Bachmann Class 66 in Freightliner livery, and I've totally forgotten that I've got that one. Is that bad? Is that bad? This is the other exclusive that I did the swap with my mate with, weathering some of his trains. So he got me Poppy in this one. Again, it's Rails of Sheffield. Rails of Sheffield, if you wouldn't mind sending me some freebies for doing advertising for you, you know, I could easily do it on Harold Road. You know, you want me to promote Rails of Sheffield, because obviously I've mentioned it 3 times now. So that one is 727 Maritime 1. So that's just fallen on the floor. So that's the bottom drawer. So we've had 2 surprises in there, and I hope someone is keeping count of how many models we've seen so far, because I have no idea. Let's move on to the other drawer. Right, so I'm on my knees now. This is gonna be... I have no idea what's in it. I have no idea. He's been showing off all these trains again. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. You know, when you... I tell you what, if you're a mad addict and you love model trains, and someone gives you a wad of cash, leaves you a legacy, what would you do? You'd buy some trains, wouldn't you? Because I would. It was either buy a new Vespa scooter. No, I don't mean a new Vespa scooter, because I'm an ex-scooter boy, so it would have been like an old PX200 or something, or a Lambretta. It was either that or convert the loft and have my ultimate train set. So, you know, what would you rather have? Rather the Vespa, mate. No. I decided on the train rim. So here we've got the Northern Bell Duo 305, and I think the other one is Gordon Bennett. Which one's this one? That one's 312. They are gorgeous. I love these. Yeah, really, that was stunning livery, that is. Yeah, I know about them too. That's no surprise. Oh, it's having an old EWS one here. That is 66022 Lafarge Charnwood. Although the box is tight, all these models are minty fresh. Right, now I'm really confused. 37174 EWS Domino head code weathered. Inside the box, oh god, hang on. Inside the box is 37588 Avro Vulcan. Now that's isn't that part of a set with a Vulcan bomber? How have I got hold of that? This must be an eBay thing. It's got to be an eBay thing. I don't even... Oh, that's the 3rd locomotive I didn't know I had. Oh, yeah. You showing off again? I'm not showing off. I'm not showing off. I just bought lots of models. 37425. That is a regional models exclusive. Had to get my hands on that one. I actually worked with the real thing when it was in large logo. Yeah, I did. And That one must be 57009. Yeah, direct whale compass. I can kind of vaguely remember buying some of these, but I don't know where that Vulcan one's come from. So this is the EWS pile now. DB, sorry, not EWS. So we've got 117 dB cargo, that's a standard 660, and I think I've got one, I'll get to that in a moment. That's, oh look at that, a stunner that is. I've got to get that one done at some point. That is 6100 Midland Railway. Oh, Midland Railway Butterley. Yeah, oh, that looks good just looking at it on the box, that does. So I'll be gentle now, my pile's getting really big. That sounds wrong. 66100 Armistice, I had to have that one because obviously it's got Armistice plates on there commemorating the end of the First World War. And then we've got the system to 419, which is on the depot at the moment, and that is 37670 St Blasey, I think it was called. St Blasey. There was two Class 37s that DB put into their corporate livery. 419 was one and 670 the other, and they both lasted a couple of weeks before they both went bang. And then last but not least we've got 67013. So that's what's in the drawers, everybody. We've got to move on to all this yet, and we've got 12 minutes left, so let's get a move on. Right, so there's the safe, there's the three piles. We're in the corner now. I'll come back to this crate in a moment because I ain't got a clue what's in there. We've got the coaching box. I've just pulled that one out there. You've got a selection of Mark IIs, BSOs, TSOs, and some cross-country coaches in there that are used on the local hauled passenger services. I'll just move that out of the way, and then we've got oh, that's my latest Acura scale Class 37 602. For some reason, it's not in its box. I may have just been testing that and haven't put it back yet, but that's thrown me slightly because that shouldn't really be sitting there. That should be in its box over there. I don't know. I'm going to move that to one side. I should imagine it's just been done for test run. Oh god, it's alive. That is 66743. That's on the workbench at the moment, being modded. This one is Rails of Sheffield. I am not being paid to advertise Rails of Sheffield, but it's coming across like I'm bigging Rails of Sheffield up. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know, you see something on a website, you know, you just get it, don't you? You know, 66604. That's yet to be done. This one is everyone's after this one. This is the one I see on a lot of forums. And you got one of these for sale? No. And then I'm not selling this one either, so don't come to me saying, can you sell that to me? Not selling it. It's 66623 in Freightliner Nonge, and that's the box for the Gowerton Parkway 66033, which is I think 66 is on the bench. That's had its weathering done. So we're moving away. We'll come back to the crate in a moment. The crate of doom, I think you'll find that. These are all Class 68s from Daphol. Black Douglas, rename, renumber. We've got Splendid 027, 6803. What we got? 68010 Oxford Flyer, 68023, and then a renumber into Hornet. Felix. That's I think that might be in the crate. And then we've got the DB Schenker Class 59. That's on the workbench. And then I think, yeah, these are all. No, we're not looking at Rails of Sheffield anymore. These are all empty boxes. Apart from, oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm being really quiet at the moment because I think if this is what I think it is. 47145 Tinsley Blue. Oh mate, I thought, right, this is a leftover from my old layout, Junction Road TMD. I thought I'd got rid of all my Junction Road stuff. Oh my god, this is a model that I promised myself years ago, and it took me ages to find one, to try and find one of these now, mint and boxed, is absolutely impossible. So obviously when I found one, you know, I've hung on to it. It's rare as hell. Oh, do you know what? It is a very rare model to find now, and someone's going to say, no, I've got one easy, paid 40 quid for it. But no, it is a rare model to find, and I can't believe I've still got it. Whoa, I'm blown away by that. Oh, mate, that is. Oh, I need to go and have a drink. Only joking, But no, that's a lovely find. Oh, do you know what? That's like 5 locomotives today that I forgot I had. And I'm sure that I got rid of this what was it, 2.5 years ago when I sold all my stuff. It must have been a sentimental thing for me to hang on to it. So basically, yeah, these are all boxes. All these boxes here, they're here and there. Apart from this is my son's pile. So yeah, there's a few in there that you might recognise. I'm not going to touch my son's stuff. So he's got a couple of 60s there. He's got 321 old rail freight, 100 of Who, English China Clays, and the 60081. That's Insenbard Kingdom Brunel. I bought this myself because I loved it, but he really loved it as well, so he ended up having it. That's the kind of thing you do with your son, in it. So yeah, that's boxes. We're just going to have a look in the box of doom, because I have no idea what's in there. So I'm just going to tidy all this up, and then we'll come back and have a look in there. Right, so I hope you're all enjoying this video. If you're not asleep already, this video is a great cure for insomnia. Now seriously, stay tuned, because this is the crate of doom. I don't know what's actually in here. I know there's all numbers written on these models. No, seriously, I do a lot of trades with people, and people send me locomotives that ain't got boxes, etc. Or they send me boxes that are really manky, so they kind of end up in the crate here, wrapped in dishcloths. So let's have a quick look, see what's in here. Let's start at the end. I think a lot of these are going to be 68s. Right, that's one I there's another one I don't know about. Oh hell, wow, that's 66050, and I have no idea where that come from. I think one of my one of my esteemed friends on the internet, I think, offered me this. You might be watching this video. I can't remember what your name is, but I think you offered this to me for quite a cheap price. Yeah. So that's one I forgot I had. That's a nice surprise. 66050. What's next in the box? Next in the box is 67002. That's my son's 67025. That's a Hornby model. Oh right, okay. This one is my cherished model. This one is, hence why it's wrapped in a dishcloth. I hope you're all still with me and you're not asleep. You know, if you are, please use this inspirational video to get yourself to sleep. This came from Marcus Lambert, one of my good friends. It's a Bachmann limited edition, 37425. I actually worked with this locomotive on the rail railway. On the rail rail in the rail. I haven't had a drink. Rail railway back in the day. Yes. Ah, it's nice. I look after it so well, and that's you know, sentimental. I wrap it in a crappy old dishcloth. So that is a limited edition, actually, hence why I look after it so well. Yeah, there you go. So what's next? We're going to have a selection now of 68s. I did a lot of swaps of people for older stock. This one is 68002, and that is Intrepid. So that ain't got a box. I'm sorry. If it ain't got a box, what am I supposed to wrap it in? You know, they are looked after. They're just wrapped in dishcloths. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Sure, what? Right, what's this one? That's my son's. Oh, we don't want to go there. But, you know, just for you retro boys there. 37, 670, St. Blasey. I don't know why my son's train is in there, but... locomotive. Someone's going to pull me up on this in a minute.
They're not called trains unless they're hauling or something. They're models, they're locomotives.
Alright, they're locomotives. I just call them trains. I can't be bothered. That's number 68. That's number 5. I love the way I'm just unwrapping these and rolling around on the floor.
He don't look out of his models.
I do. I'm doing this one-handed. I like doing things one-handed. So that is in Defiant 68005. I'm wrapping that one up really well. That's gone all over the show. What's next? I think this is another 68. You're thinking to yourself, how many 68s has that man got? 68031 Felix, there you go. I've got a thing for the TPE livery. It's nice, and it's a bit of a stunner. I don't know where this one come from. I think this was another swap again. I did swap a lot of my old stock for a load of 68s. And another one. All right. No, stay tuned. No, seriously, stay tuned, because I might do a competition at the end here. Because, you know, if you've been paying attention, you've got to count all these, and you might win a prize. I might take one of you out on a date or something, you know, go out for a drink and a meal, you know. Kiss and a promise. That one is 68032 Destroyer. Now, Dapol did do this as a production model, but I couldn't find it at the time. Or if I did find it, that someone wanted about 200 quid for it. So literally, I just bought a production model and just renumbered and renamed it. Yeah, there you go. Last but not least, I have taken it out of its dishcloth, because I just want to show you this. I didn't realise I still had this one. Look at that. That's a Helgen model, 47829. Oh, I'm really chuffed, because I thought I got rid of it. Yeah, I'm blown away. It's like 47145 Murden Emirates, and this one, I thought I got rid of them. And before someone sends me a message saying,
Why have they got Freightliner markings on it?
that went to Freightliner Heavy Haul for a little while in this livery. This livery was repainted by Virgin Trains onto this locomotive for an anti-trespass campaign. So it actually did go along, you know, the main line like this in this police livery. And there's also some horrible pictures of it being scrapped in this livery, which I can't bring myself to look at because I get too upset. So yeah, that's a nice surprise find, along with quite a few of these locomotives. I bet there's quite a few of you out there going, well, I know exactly what trains I've got, because I've got them all written down in my book. Well, I don't. I haven't done that. Oh no, there's another one. I'll just put my hand in the corner of the. Oh, and let me just move that over to one side, nice and gently. There's another 68. Oh man, oh mate, here we go. That's the last one. 68001. How to end this little section of the Crate of Doom with 68001 Evolution. Alright, you know, they are wrapped up in dishcloths, but they are looked after, alright? So there you go. Okay, so that's it now. So we're going to sign off now. I mean, I'm going to say goodbye, because it's tea time, and I'm hungry, and I need a couple of drinks as well. So that's everything you've seen. You've seen it all. You've seen all my collection. You've been in the safe. You've been on the layout. You've been through all this. So there you go. I'm going to put all this back now, and then we'll do the ending of the video, and that'll be it. So I hope you've all been paying attention, and I hope you've been keeping count of what's in here. So let's move on to the end of the video. It is honestly, it's brass monkeys up here. Brass monkeys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you're still with me. You haven't gone to sleep, got yourself completely drunk, or even slit your wrists through that. But we've covered a lot in the last half an hour. It's so cold up there. I've had to put my hat on. Excuse the advertising. I've advertised Rails of Sheffield for most of that anyway, so advertised Adidas ain't gonna do any harm, is it? So you've seen the 60, you've seen what I've done with that. We've been for a layout tour, and we've gone through every single model that's in stock. If you saw a model you'd like me to weather, that means you've got to be paying attention through that entire video. And that must have been really hard. If you saw something you want me to weather, drop me a message or a comment on the Facebook page Harold Road, and I'll do it for you. Also, how many models did we count? I don't know, I ain't got a clue. I was lost after the King's Freightliners sidings, and that was about 8 or 9. But if you did pay attention to that, and you watched it all the way through, and you are a clever clogs, how many models did we see? And there were some real rarities in there, wasn't there? About 5 or 6 models I forgot I had. 47145 and 829. To see them, well, you saw the shock on, heard the shock on my face. So moving forward, there is still lots to do. The layout is about 70% complete. I've got a lot more to do in the fiddle yard behind you. I've got a lot more point detailing to do. Models being repaired, models being weathered. So projects like the 60, I can't do them anymore. Bosch, that's too much for me. It's a bit too brutal for me to be doing a month on one model. So if I do come up into the loft, it's got to be a certain temperature up there. I've only got a small heater that's behind you, and that's really bunging out about, as you can see, about 5 or 6 degrees. It's not a great heater. That's got to be sorted out. Heating's got to be sorted out. Insulation's got to be sorted out. There's so much still to do. But that's my issue. For now, that's your December 2023 update. Thanks for bearing with us if you did. You all have a really, really good Christmas. Don't get too drunk. I certainly will, but that's just me. So until next time, have a really good Christmas and a really prosperous 2024. Take care now. Bye bye.